Welcome, and come on into the kitchen here at the Old Tobacco Patch. I'm glad you've decided to join me this morning. Now, I have been outside working in the yards because it has been so nice. The mornings are cooler, the evenings are cooler, and I try to take full advantage of that because we get like 3 days a year of fall. Now, I wanted to cook a one-dish meal today, so I decided on hillbilly spaghetti. Some people call it hillbilly spaghetti pie. I originally found this recipe on Sugar Pie Farmhouse website. I think her name is Ruth Ann Winans. You need to go check her out. She seems like a really sweet lady, and she's a hoot to boot. So come on into the kitchen with me, and let's make this dish real quick because I got to get back outside and finish my chores. Okay, so as you can see, I pull all of my ingredients together and I place them around my workstation. This just speeds up the process for me. Later, I'll list all of my ingredients and the amounts either in the description of this video or I'll go ahead and post the recipe on my website, which is www.theoldtobaccopatch.com. And when I say old, it's O-L-E, theoldtobaccopatch.com. You can find a lot of my recipes there if you're interested in making any of them. So it'll either be on the website or in the description or both. Now I'm going to start out by browning some Italian sausage and some ground beef. And while I'm waiting on that to brown, I ran out to the garden shed, snipped me some parsley and some basil, come in, cleaned it, and then by that time my ground beef was ready. So I scooted it to the side of my cast iron skillet. Now I love making this dish in a cast iron skillet. You'll see why at the end when you pop it in the broiler. I scooted my meat to the side, and then I put some green onions in there to cook. Now I only cooked my onion for just a few minutes, not long at all. Once they were ready, I scooted them to the side and I added my garlic. Now you know as well as I do, you have to watch garlic. It will burn quickly, so I just let it heat up long enough to get good and fragrant. Once that had happened, I just mixed everything together in the pan. Now, in goes my black pepper, my salt, some red pepper flakes, and chopped parsley, and I mean fresh parsley. Now, you can bet this meat mixture right now is super flavorful. Next, I put in my tomatoes. Now, I had canned some tomatoes over the summer. What variety did I grow? I think it was called Hossinator, Hossinator, from Hoss Tools in Norman Park. They sell garden seed and garden implements. You should check them out. I'll try to leave a link in the description to their website and their YouTube channel. They do a wonderful garden show every Thursday night. Now the next thing I'm going to add is 2 cups of water. Now the purpose of this water is so that I can take my broken spaghetti noodles, push them down or submerge them into this liquid so that they can cook. Remember, this is a one dish, so the spaghetti is going to cook in the skillet with the meat and the tomato sauce. Now, take just a few seconds and work these noodles down into the liquid and try to get them separated so that they're not clumped together. It takes a minute and a little bit of attention, but you can do it. Just keep messing with them till you get them as submerged as you can get them and as separated as you can get them. Once you've done that, put the lid back on it and bring your temperature back up to where it's simmering or bubbling. And you'll want to cook it about 9 minutes till you get your noodles tender. Now you'll want to give it a good sprinkle of Parmesan cheese all over the top. Then mix that in good. Then, oh my goodness, here comes the deliciousness. Grab you some heavy cream and drizzle it all through the spaghetti. Oh, it makes it wonderful. Then you'll want to put on some fresh basil, and I'm going to stir it all together. Now, lastly, cover the top. I mean, cover the top with mozzarella cheese. Okay, so now you're ready to pop it in the broiler of your oven. Now don't leave it. Once you put it in there, you stand there and you watch it because it'll only take a minute. And the top of that dish, the skillet, it will get bubbly. Number one, the cheese will melt. It'll get bubbly and little brown bits all over it. And oh my goodness. Just look at it when it comes out. Now that is a hearty pan of comfort food right there. Now you're probably going to need to let it set on the counter and firm up a little bit. If you will let it sit there and firm up, you can actually cut this in pie-shaped wedges and serve it. I guess that's why it's called spaghetti pie. No, we did not do that. We were in a hurry to get back to work, so I went ahead and dipped us some out on a little plate where we could eat our lunch. All you need to go with it is something green, like a veggie. I've got some cucumbers here with mine. A good side salad would be good, and some good crusty bread, maybe even garlic bread. But I tell you, it was delicious. We ate our lunch out of it. By then it was cooled enough I could cut it up in pie-shaped wedges. I sent my daughter and her family across the farm over there. I sent them plates. Now, to be honest, this looks like it's a lot of steps, but it's not. If you will just set everything around you, this dish comes together really quickly. I've made this dish several times now, and it is a delicious treat, especially when this weather starts cooling off like it is now. So if you want a one-dish meal, give this recipe a try. Let me know what you think about it. Thank you for spending your time with me today, and I will talk to y'all later.